Hi, my name is Shamika, and today I will be telling you guys about how I survived being shot 4 times by my child father.
What's your name?
My name is Shamika,
Oh yeah,
hmm
where you from?
Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County.
Duval.
Duval,
Du motherfucking Val.
all day,
Yeah, how long you been here?
all my life,
All my life.
all my life.
Free dirt, man.
Real.
Yeah, man. So tell me about yourself, man. How old you is? You know what I'm saying?
I'm 33 years old.
Yeah, you look young, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take care of this.
Yeah, you do for real. You looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where you was knowing where you grew up at? On Jacksonville, in Jacksonville.
I'm from the West Side,
West Side.
Fairy Tale Land,
Okay, what part of Fairy Tale?
Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit, bitch.
Yeah,
That's where you grew up at?
all day.
Okay. Now tell me about growing up on Peter Rabbit.
Growing up on Peter Rabbit, like I had I had good times, I had bad times, I had times I had to fight, stand
Yeah,
my ground, show who I am.
definitely.
That's how it is in life. Everybody not gonna like you.
Yeah,
But, I was raised to never be scared, never let nobody try me.
straight up. Now tell me about your parents. How your parents doing?
Um, well, my mother was murdered when I was 11 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How about your dad? How your dad doing?
Um, my dad, I have my dad. He's all right. I have a biological dad and I have
Mm-hmm.
a stepdad that
Okay.
raised me all my life, and you
Now you
know.
still talk to both of them? Boy, man, you grew out of that family and you create your own
Yeah,
family.
I'm just doing what I got to do to take care of my
Yeah.
family. That's all I really got to
So
say.
sorry to hear about your mom, man.
Yeah.
Like, how long it's been?
Since 2004, it was really hard, like losing my mama.
Yeah,
That was like the worst toll on my
I can
life.
only imagine, for real.
I miss my mama dearly.
Now, what was her name?
Her name was Lavonda Graham.
Wow. Long live Vonda.
Always
Always,
rest in
forever.
peace, mama.
Rest in peace. Peter Rabbit, baby.
Peter Rabbit, baby. Peter Rabbit soldier.
Soldier. I like that. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
You do. You don't even look like you got kids. How many kids you got?
I have four.
You got 4 kids.
hmm
And how old is your oldest?
My oldest is 14.
Really?
Yes, I have a
You don't
teenager.
even look like you got a 14-year-old.
Yes, I have a teenager.
Wow. Okay, now how old is your youngest child?
My youngest baby is 6.
6.
Yes.
Okay, you taking care of yours.
Yes,
You
I do.
doing a good job.
Thank you.
Um, so do you still talk to the kids' dad? Are you married or anything?
I got a good communication with my oldest daughter dad,
Mm-hmm.
and my last three babies, their dad is in prison for shooting me.
He shot you.
Yes.
Wait, you telling me the man that you had kids with,
Yes.
3 kids with,
Yes.
shot you?
Yes.
That must be heartbreaking right there. That's somebody you had to trust.
Yes, it's somebody that I trusted, somebody
Girl, what the fuck?
that I was with for over 8 years,
Damn.
somebody that I cared about, somebody that I helped, like healed, somebody I rolled for, somebody that I would least expect to do that to
Yeah,
me,
cause
and he shot me 4 times in my sleep.
he shot you 4 times in your sleep,
Yes.
and you survived that.
Yes.
How long ago was this?
This was in 2022,
And you
May
survived
15th.
May 15th, and you survived 4 shots.
Yes.
So it was a blessing to even have you here in front of this camera.
Yes, it's
You
a
was supposed to
blessing.
have been gone, girl. You know that, right?
God got the last say so.
Goodness, that is something hard to deal with. That is very traumatizing because that's literally somebody you trusted
Yes.
and you raised a family with.
Yes.
So you can't even trust nobody now.
Yes. Uh I mean, about trust is, like, I just thank God that I'm here for my
Yeah,
kids, for my
for a
babies,
reason.
I'm here for a reason, and like, I just rather, like, stay to myself. I'm very aware of everything, like, it's
Yeah,
not, I know who to trust, know who not to trust, but my trust is, like, really love.
yeah. So you doing a good job despite going through all that bullshit. And the man that you trust is shooting you. Now tell me how did you survive? What happened? Like
Um,
you ain't gotta get into because I don't want to stem up old feelings. So tell me what like how the hell you survived that?
I survived it because, like, by my mother being murdered, I thought about it in my head. Like, I gotta be a for my kids. Like, it
Yeah.
was hard, like, surviving without my mom growing up. So, like, when he shot me, he shot me in my leg, chest, and stomach. And I called the ambulance, and I told the ambulance my address. I told them I'm using all my breath to breathe. And I felt like, even though they was asking me a lot of questions, if you hear me saying I'm using all my breath to breathe,
So you held your breath.
I stopped talking. That's all.
Something in you
That's
know something we don't know because any other person that got shot is freaking out using their last breath, and you knew to hold your last breath
I knew to remain calm because I know,
after
like,
being shot 4 times.
yes, I gotta
That
remain
is a
calm.
soldier right there.
Remain calm and humble, and I knew at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna love me like me. Not even the operator on the phone, not
They
even the
asking too many
ambulance.
questions.
I can't. They asking all them questions. If I tell you I'm using all my breath to breathe, and you ask me anything else, and I gave you my address already, I ain't saying shit.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm about to,
yeah.
like, you think I'm
You
finna die on the phone?
you know something, and I'm pretty sure that someone that's seeing this is gonna take that because that's a lesson learned right there. You just don't get on the phone and call the operator and waste your breath on answering questions. You drop that low, right? And you hold your breath. Now you say your mom was murdered. Was anybody else murdered growing up in your family or?
Yes, my mother was murdered in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2009, my mother's firstborn, Christopher Lester, he was murdered.
Now who was that to you?
That was my big brother. That's my oldest
Wow,
brother. So,
wow,
like, by my mama being murdered, I had to identify him dead in the house.
damn.
He was murdered on in Lackawanna and neighborhood in Jacksonville, Florida.
So growing up, you just been dealing with gun violence a
Yes,
lot. You've been
yes,
losing a lot of family to gun violence in Jacksonville, Florida.
yes, I have.
Goodness, and all of a sudden you get shot 4 times and you survive.
Yes,
So
I did.
you are here for a reason.
Yes, I'm most definitely here
Now,
for
did
my
that do
reason.
anything to you growing up, being shot?
Yes, it did a lot to me. That's why, like, it took me a while to even open up, like, to talk about it. Like, my nerves is at, and, like, I'm kind of, feeling
Yeah,
away even talking about it right now.
I
Like,
can only imagine.
like, trauma back to back. Like, then by, like, somebody that close to me try to kill me, and I gotta do what I gotta do to stay strong for my kids.
At the
Like,
end of the day, point blank,
at the
period.
end of the day, I gotta stay strong for my kids. So, like, like, I took a break from the world. I had to focus. I had to heal. Like, I had to do what I had to do. I still, like, I still go to therapy to this day. But
You're going to therapy.
yes, I was going to therapy. I still go to therapy. Like, that's what made it really helped. That's what made me, stronger. At first, after the incident of me getting shot, I couldn't really I rejected therapy
Yeah.
because
It's a lot to deal with. Even it's talk about it's a fresh wound. You got to
yes,
open back up and still talk about it. Now,
yes.
do your family support you any type of way?
Um,
Do you still talk to anybody? I mean, I know you say you took a break from the world and like Like, tell me how that being shot turned you into a different person. Tell me how that worked.
Okay, well, for instance, okay, family. It's just like to me, it seems like the outside world, like to me, I just kind of feel like people was really like being nosy and seeing how I recover. You know,
Yeah, they
seeing how,
not really worried.
seeing about my situation,
Yeah,
not really, speaking of my situation, not really knowing what's going on, seeing how I look in a coma.
yeah.
See,
Damn, in a
not
coma.
in
You
a
was in a
coma.
coma.
Yes, I was in a coma. I was out of there. I had tubes down my throat. Seeing how I look, seeing just have something to like talk about. But but I know I had people genuinely there for me.
Yeah.
And I felt like the people that was genuinely there for me, it was my sister,
Mm-hmm.
Trees. It was my brother,
Mm-hmm.
um, Tony Savage, my Peter Rabbit people,
Yeah.
but I had my little brother, he was there for me. I'm always love him, like it was just like people, people there
They came in and checked on you and
that
did.
came in that checked in
Cause
on
that
me.
you don't heal from something like that overnight, a year or 2 years. You don't heal from
Yeah.
that, especially if someone that close to you. All right, and you say you was going to therapy, right? Is that helping you any?
Yes, it helps me. I'm very open with my therapist. Like, it's like day to day. Like she noticed how I'm growing and progressing through everything. Like I talk to her about everything. So
Mm-hmm.
like, it really does help. At the
Yeah.
if I don't
Cause
have.
going through what you went through, I mean, you would need somebody to talk to about it, heal. And I know you probably still healing, so
Yes, I'm still healing, but like
did it affect your kids any?
yes, most definitely did.
How did it affect them?
Well, my youngest, it affected my youngest, like they knew daddy shot mommy.
Mm.
So I when I got out of the hospital, my babies gave me like a strong, tight hug. They was just so blessed to see me and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They was like not really like I was supposed to be there to see my daughter graduate from kindergarten, but I was in the hospital and stuff. Like they they don't want to hear about they dad. I didn't even tell them, and explain to them, like my people did because I was in critical condition. So
Mm-hmm.
like I wasn't even able to explain it to my babies, but like they feel like I'm a superhero. They feel like
Yeah.
mommy is very strong,
Yeah.
So with my oldest,
Did she ask about it or
yes, my oldest,
how'd that go?
it was it like she took it real bad because her dad like wanted her to be focused in school, so her dad ain't really like tell her like when it was going on, but she was hearing her dad family talking about it. And when she finally seen me again, she seen me like walking, I was like
You was
healing and
learning
stuff.
to walk again?
Yeah, I was learning to walk again. I was healing and stuff. And before my child be around any of my cousins or anybody in my family, I knew I had to tell her before
Yeah,
somebody else did.
somebody else. She want to hear from the wrong person. You don't want that.
No, I didn't want that. So like when I told her, she was like, "Mom, I know you got hurt. I'm not stupid. But I don't know how you got hurt, and I knew you was in the hospital."
Hmm.
And I told my baby, I said, "Look at me, mommy here, and I'm okay.
God bless her.
I'm okay." I said, but I was shot. I was shot, and I was shot a couple of times, but mommy here.
Yeah.
That's all you should just be happy about and know. And I don't want you to be frustrated about
Yeah.
it. So like my daughter, her being a teenager, like, She looked at me. I ain't will never forget it. Like she looked at me, and she looked away, and like she couldn't look at me, and she just like tears just started falling. And I gave her a strong hug, and she was like, "I just didn't know he shot you."
Yeah.
So that was trauma all over again because like seeing my child hurt
and knowing,
like me trying to console her to be be strong, okay, mommy strong, mommy here, mommy fought for this, mommy fought for y'all, mommy here, we okay, so like that hurt me, that too, that had me emotional like all over again. I'm crying around like with you because I hate for my that affected me and my kids like all the way around.
Yeah. So did he ever get caught? Did they arrest him for that shooting, or like is he? I mean, you say he's in prison, but how that they did their job, right?
Well,
is the case still open?
yes, the case still open. He was arrested and whatever because before I was shot, he was stalking me, harassing me, and stuff. So like I was reporting everything. I was reporting everything. I like he came to my job. He said he was gonna kill me. I was
In front of
reporting
your job?
at my job. He even like he came to my job and everything. So like I reported everything. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I told, like by me speaking up about it and by me telling everything, and so like when I got shot a month later after he came to my job, they already knew who did it. So like it's it was no way around it. That was just like another charge. But like he was on a run after he shot me. He went out of town and like, but
basically hide from the police because he knew what he did.
hide from the police. But like he got caught when he came back in town, and like he got caught before they released me from the hospital.
That's good.
So like he is in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just
like are they pursuing the charges on him? Do they know he did that, or is the police doing their job?
um I don't feel. I mean, this right here is like is real deep.
I mean, if the case still open, you ain't got to talk too much about it. But is he gonna be? You know, it's justice gonna be served for you.
Okay, this how I look about it. This how I look at everything. Look at me. A lot of people weren't even able to look at people that was in a situation like this. Yeah. So like that's a part of my justice. I'm here. And then another part of my justice is like first and foremost, I believe in God. I believe in God. And like so like and he got to sleep with that every night. So like I gotta sleep and I go to bed with peace. I don't go to bed with grudge and everything like that. But he's gonna get him to deal with justice either way. Either way he gonna get it.
Live with it.
He gotta live with that for the rest of his life. He gonna have to deal with it. Like you gotta deal with not being in your kids' life. You gotta deal with what you did with your did and try to like kill your child's mother. Yeah. You gonna have to deal with that. But like with me, like people always look at the outside looking in, but nobody walks in my shoes. Yeah. Nobody walks in my shoes and understand what I deal with, what I like on an everyday life. Like a lot of people wouldn't even be able to even try my shoe on. Yeah. So like that's why I just really say a lot about like fuck society and fuck people, and I ain't really even, spoke of too much of my story, as long as I have a peace of mind, like people be so judgmental and whatever, but like at the end of the day, like
now, do your kids have a relationship still with him, or do they like their father any, or because they know what he did?
no.
Mm.
My kids don't want. I let my babies be like. See, one thing about me as being a mother, I let them be them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like they my even my 5-year-old be like, my daddy's stupid. He shot my
Damn.
mama. You know, so like they don't want no relationship with him. They choose not to.
Yeah.
They love their mama. You know, their mama is a fighter. You know,
Yeah.
like they love
So
me.
he threw all that away. He threw all that away. His kids' relationship, your relationship, his relationship with you. He threw all that away, and he gonna have to live with that.
He gonna have to live with that. So like,
You can't even talk to your kids.
can't even talk to the kids. So like, at the end of the day, like I like that's something that he did.
Yeah.
That's something that you did because you didn't want me to move on. You didn't
Yeah.
want me to have a life. You wanted to control me. So like, and you know I'm a good person.
He
You
shot
know,
you 4 times.
shot me 4 times.
Now, you got any advice to any women that's out there that see any signs of any domestic, anything that'll take their life? You got any kind of advice?
My advice for women out there is like always know that you are beautiful. Always know your worth. Always know how you're supposed to be treated as a woman. Never settle for less. You know, even if you love that person, you have a good heart. That person love you. He gonna go for you. He's not gonna do nothing to hurt you. You know, like never deal with abuse. You know, like and like first and foremost, like if he's putting his hands on you and whatever, if he's threatening your life, one thing that I wish I would have changed and whatever, but like you know, I was working, like leave even if you have to leave that house. You know, cause like I should have left my house. I'll be saying that. You know, I should have left my house, but you know, I was so focused on my money and taking care of my household without him. So like, I was working and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I was, you know, I'm trying to live. That's it. You know, you got somebody start threatening your life. Leave. You gonna have to leave that location.
Yeah.
He knew where I slept at, so like, you know, I got shot in my sleep multiple
Damn.
times. So
So, and you said that he shot you 4 times. Do you mind showing us where he shot you at?
you know,
Wow. My goodness. And it came through right here. Oh my goodness. And you said one of your legs too? Wow. This man really shot you 4 times. Goodness. So how does that feel when you wake up in the morning and you see the scars from, you know, this situation? How does that make you feel looking at that?
it sometimes like you know like well I'm trying to you know get adjusted to my stomach with a scar on it. You know,
Yeah.
so like and you know I would try on outfits and stuff. I'm like, why did he have to shoot my stomach? You know, like I had a
Yeah.
like nice, pretty, you know, flat stomach and stuff. So like sometimes I say that, you know, but I don't like the scar.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I love who I am. So you're gonna have to accept me for who I am. I'm gonna have to accept myself for who I am.
Got to.
You know, so like I'm a soldier. I'm a
Yeah.
survivor. You know, and I always remain humble and just be grateful and thankful for me even being here.
Now you said you was holding your breath when you called the ambulance. Where did he shoot you? Like you said in your stomach. Did it hit any organs? Like was it life threatening?
Yes, they actually didn't know if I was gonna make it. So like, the shot in my stomach almost killed me. You know,
Mm.
I had 2 surgeries in my stomach. 2 surgeries, and I woke up like with staples down my stomach, and I was shot in. That was the worst surgery, and I was shot in my chest. I had like
Mm.
a breathing machine on me. But the stomach was the worst. That's what put me in the coma and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So like
I'm glad you made it through.
Thank
A
you.
lot of people don't make it through, man. Being shot that many times, and it really doing. All right, so what would you tell anyone that's going through a situation like that? Any advice again now? Because that was a hard story right there, and I'm glad you still here, and I'm glad you made it.
Thank
Now,
you.
what would you tell anyone that's going through any situation?
Um, what I would tell you is always be aware of the signs, like never take nothing for granted. Somebody telling you like I'ma kill you if we can't be together. Somebody always stalking your house. You can't sleep. Somebody wanna like keep threatening you with guns and try like accusing you of a man even if y'all not together. Like somebody, just harassment. Like nobody deserves harassment. Nobody, like never tolerate nobody even putting their hands on you. Like I'm not finna like live my life fighting. Like I will fight back, but like what I'm fighting for? Leave me alone. Like
Yeah.
and be careful who you give your good pussy to.
Now,
Woo!
you are strong now. Is there anything that changed or you would change right now? Say this is like a learning experience, going through this and you learned all that. Has this changed you at all? Any?
Yes, I mean, I could say this, like, the way it changed me is like always be aware and be aware of everything and be aware of who around you, like of vibes, pick up to that, like don't just allow like settle for less, allow anybody to just take any type of control over you,
Yeah.
like and like my mental, like my peace is my peace. You
Yeah.
disturb any part of that peace, leave me alone. That's it, simple as that.
Now, if anybody want to support Shamika, man, go ahead and drop your cash out. What's your cash out, Mika? Anybody want to support you, you know what I'm saying, hearing your story, what's your cash out? You have a cash out?
Yes, I think it's
Look at that thing.
that's it. Low.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the should be yeah, so yeah, dollar sign low. So what is it?
Dollar sign low key money making.
Dollar sign low key money making. It's the cash out. If anybody want to support Shamika after hearing her story, y'all go ahead and bless her, man. So we happy you here, man. God gonna continue to bless you and yours, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Take care of your family, man. And putting God first, and you are a blessing to still be here.
Thank you so much for your time.
We'll talk to you later now.
Alrighty.